Greetings. I am Relit. That's ReLyt. I am a channel that brings forward information from my soul origin back from Venus through Orion and into the Pleiades. This channel message came through in writing on the 9th of May, and it is now the 15th of May, and I am here to communicate this to you, broadcast on the new moon, which is the 15th of May, 2026. So it begins as follows. Have you been chasing cosmic disclosure? Are you someone who is overwhelmed by all of the content out there, talking about ETs, spaceships, crafts, or aliens? Do you follow big name channelers such as Bashar and keep looking for the future, for that carrot that gets dangled in front of you, and fail to remain present in your body while bypassing your physical health? Well, let me break it down for you. I am Relit. I mentioned that earlier. I am ReLyt. A remembrance, remembrance, to live your truth. I am of the soul origin group of individuals that designed the human avatar vessel. That is my remembrance in this life as I've opened up to my past lives. So way back when, some 200,000 to a million years ago, a collection of souls worked together in the Pleiades to design a humanoid avatar that could sustain life on Earth as the natural environment settled after a catastrophic event wiped out the dinosaurs some 60 to 75 million years ago, give or take. When we were on Venus, it is my understanding that the planet that existed at the time between Mars and Jupiter, which is now the asteroid belt, had a similar situation where its resources were being depleted and it ended up exploding. And Venus was going to be in the path of that explosion. And at the time, I was on the bridge in Venus, giving the command orders to exit. The information I remember, and remember, this is traumatic, so I don't remember every piece of the information. This is what I remember, is that the orders were to get yourself off of Venus and back to Orion, where we would figure it out and we would disperse from there. Now, when we went to Orion at the time, that is when it was chaotic. There was an abundance of soul energy that arrived, not enough ships to disperse, and the frequency to allow the beings to go was taxed. So think of that as like an airport when weather delays happen, and a subway train when someone's on the tracks and the trains don't run. That's what the energy was like in the portal of Orion for us to disperse. And at the time, they had seen Earth was outside of the wave of impact from that planetary explosion. It might have been on the other side of the sun. I'm not quite sure. And that's where our collective remembrance will help unlock these things. So in this remembrance, I'm going to go back to the message because that was the sidebar. Just to give you a little bit of context of where I was coming from. I was the last soul in Orion. And when we arrived, they said, hey, you gave the orders. What do we do next? Your next option in your solar system, if you want to return to that solar system, is to design your vessel to habitate on Earth. Because there's been the bridging of energy on Earth that is now stable, that you can go. So after I gave the orders on the bridge in Venus during the time of the planet located between Mars and Jupiter had exploded, now known as the asteroid belt, we as beings went to Orion, where we committed to the design plan and going to Earth. As life began on Earth, the humans were intended to serve as caretakers. Now, this was what Mother Gaia allowed. She said, hey, I'm open to serving as a third dimensional portal to come, learn your lessons, heal from the trauma of your last planet exploding, aka Venus, and ascend to be able to have participated in development of a planet and going on to the next one. So we were intended to be caretakers and develop the innovation that focused on clean and free energy based out of Lemuria, which was also known as Mu, and Atlantis, aka the Atlanteans. As life evolved and planet Earth continued to thaw, the exterminated dinosaur energies began to awaken. So think of that as like we found fossils, and that energy getting pulled out from the underground becomes a bone structure, becomes the essence of the dinosaur, and that energy gets karmically an opportunity to return. It says, think of it like every time a fossil was discovered, a dino got its wings. Well, fast forward to the Draco reptilian race, looking to take on the role of the dark polarity to the light beings that were designed to come to Earth in the Mu Lemurian civilization. They initiated an all-out attack to reverse engineer the human design by toxifying the human race. How did they go about this, you ask? Well, let's dive in. The Draco reptilians worked to incarnate in areas with major strategic energies, such as large oil and natural gas reserves, areas such as Houston, Central and South America, the Middle East, quote unquote, etc., where they built systems that would mine the toxic waste of the dinosaurs and put it into every aspect of human existence. Because we weren't designed to live off of fossil fuels. We were designed to live off of earth energies, such as crystals, such as solar power, and the plant life that generated from it, pure clean waters. So this would be things such as auto fumes toxifying air quality, oil spills in the ocean, the pharmaceuticals being made of oil byproducts, healthcare products, plastics, and created product lines such as Coca-Cola or Pepsi that basically work to acidify our body and disrupt our gut microbiome, get us into leaky gut, and then impact our ability to sustain our design that was for a millennia. That's 1,000 years. We were designed to sustain life for 1,000 years on planet Earth, at a minimum. Over time, that wasn't enough for the Draco reptilians. They began to build more fake systems that neither humans nor Earth needed to sustain life. From there, the military-industrial complex was born. The military-industrial complex heightened its role in the Eisenhower era. They signed a treaty to allow ET races to seed life on Earth during the baby boom era in exchange for ET technology that was kept private, so the military-industrial complex could give dark ET races our mined precious metals, aka all of the Federal Reserve gold. Well, the light forces began to seed life, known as starseeds. Light workers, blue rays, indigos, crystals, rainbows, diamond rays, golden rays, and the solar rays, who are here now, to support in global human awakening and consciousness evolution. The way the Draco reptilians worked and continue to work to suppress human health is by adding just a little bit of toxins to everything in our lives. Fluoride and chlorine in our water, glyphosate in our food and chemtrails, parasites in the land via chemtrails that end up getting into our food system and end up getting into our digestive system. Chemicals that react in the sun, such as creating melanoma, skin cancer. Plastics in everything that plasticize at the microscopic level of our lymph and work with things like dyes, microplastics, all of the above to gum up our slow-moving lymph system that was designed to process out our toxins, grow through our nails, grow through our skin, through the hair, and be defecated out or peed out or sweat out. Yet what the Dracos went on to next was a punch to our gut, a complete disruption to the design of human birth. The human was designed to be born in a stress-free, low-light environment with a pure water source. The mother was designed to be relaxed and connect with her baby, while the baby continued to feed off of the placenta and umbilical cord until it fell off naturally after all of the stem cells were utilized by the newborn human. So what did that do, you ask? Well, it forced the baby out ASAP. Think about it. Clamp down the cord, cut it off, maybe even circumcise the males, and create trauma wounds connected to the mother to infiltrate the divine feminine, cutting off that sacred bond and creating the toxic patriarchy. Solidifying the toxic masculine patriarchal narrative, furthered in modern times to rush the mother out of the hospital back to work ASAP, to strip the mother and child of their sacred bond, and to heal and grow together. Now, since the human was designed to feed off of their placenta until 1 to 3 weeks old, I bet you're wondering what happened to all of the billions of placentas over the last 100 years or more. Oh yeah, that was the role of Jeffrey Epstein, to traffic them to a secret group of humans who thought they could gain eternal youth from consuming the placenta stem cells. Well, as one of the design engineers of the human avatar process, I can assure you that was not the intention, nor is that how eternal youth works, or eternal life. Just saying. Gone are the days of this toxic practice, as other souls have spoken to. That's you, EA. The supplies are running out. The earth is healing, and the Draco-Reptilian agenda is going balls to the walls to spread narratives of fear. I don't buy it. I genuinely don't. And I've gone through the waves of fear. So I'm with you. I'm strong here to say we can get through this together. I don't buy it because I'm on divine right timing and connected to earth medicine and the crystal grid. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Peace be with you, and so it is. Bye-bye for now. My love, light, and blessings to all of you along this journey to heal and to embody your soul essence as the human avatar you were designed to be. Godspeed.